marketing credits. We've been as your direct lender for the last 20 years. We have a new program tonight that we're releasing for June 2025. This video is specifically dedicated for builders and developers, people that have a brand new product that we've rolled out, how to sell your inventory faster with 2% lower interest rates than the market. So that's what we're going to be focusing on for this show this evening. If you're a builder, you're a developer, we have an awesome program for you that we're going to be discussing tonight. But before we get into that, those of you that don't know who we are, we're a nationwide direct commercial residential lender. We've been actively doing it in America for the last 20 years. 32431. We do commercial lending, residential lending, private lending, and that's what we specialize in. We have offices in California, San Diego, LA. We are a direct lender, so we do the funding, the processing, the underwriting in-house, and investors and brokers, and all different types of companies. So one of obviously this is a very exciting time for. And this product that we're going to be talking about today is to help builders. If you're a builder, you're a developer, you have a ton of costs for development, horizontal, vertical, infrastructure, interest carry costs, tax. The biggest issues is when it's inflationary times like we have right now and interest rates are high, your inventory is not moving as fast, okay? That's a big problem right now if you're a builder, you're a developer. Can't afford, if you're $1,000 to $800,000, they can't afford a 7% rate. So they maybe when you started the project, rates were in the 4s and 5s, but since you have several hundred homes under construction. So we have a new program that we rolled out. It's called our Builder Forward program. And basically you can commit to us as a lender, your partner, to help you to unload that inventory and offer a 2% below market rate. Okay. So basically, if the going rate right now in the market is 6.99%, you can offer your customer a 4.99% rate. And that way, your inventory will move a lot faster. We're going to break it down, the details exactly how it works. But I'm just kind of going over the high level, because if you're selling a $700,000 house in Reno, Nevada, and the rate's at 6.99% versus 4.99%, then the difference in payment, is about $1,200 a month to the consumer. So that's a massive amount difference in payment. And so, and they may not want to buy the house. Hey, Crystal, how you doing? Thank you so much for tuning in and watching the channel with us. So they may not want to buy the home because the interest rate's too high. So you can offer your customer a lower interest rate with us as the lender. We'll be the lender for you when you go, oh, cool. Thank you so much yes, nice to hear from you and definitely looking forward to work with you. So, you'll be able to offer your customer that lower rate. Okay. And we have a lot of flyers, programs. We can walk you through this whole process, but I want to break it down tonight. If you are a builder, you're a developer, there's no limit to how much you can commit. There is a minimum commitment that you have to send over to us as far as business of a minimum of $1 million. But I'll give you an example of how it works. If you are a builder, we have one of our customers. He committed to us, and he builds all over the country, Georgia, Nevada, Texas. And one of the big problems that he has right now is moving his inventory because of this reason. And there's a lot of things that you can do. You can offer paying for the closing costs. And that's something that we can help to structure, so that way the customer doesn't have to pay out of pocket for the closing. Because what the end customer is really trying to achieve is trying to purchase the property with the least amount down with the lowest payment. Okay. So that's the goal that we're trying to solve to help you to move your inventory. So, oh, cool. You're in Georgia. Awesome. So basically, let's just kind of go through it. One of our clients, recently, he committed to us about $11 million of inventory So we'll walk through this process. So if the going rate, again, we use a 6.99%, we're going to offer and guarantee a 4.99% for the next 6 months for all of your inventory that's available. So when your customer comes in, you can advertise that you're offering a 4.99% rate. Okay, we're going to lock them in. This is not a graduated program. It's not a 2-1 buy down. They're getting a 30-year fixed mortgage, conventional or FHA, for a 30-year fixed rate. They're not paying for the buy down the cost from going to 6.99 to 4.99. So that's going to cost, us to say that costs 7 points, okay, to do that. The customer is not paying those fees to buy down the rate, okay? There's an agreement between us as the lender and you as the builder, where that the cost of this rate buy down is going to be shared between both of us. So if the cost is 7%, you would cover half of that, and then we would cover the other half of it. And you can adjust. There's many different ways on how you can do that, either by adjusting the pricing of your home, roll it into the cost of the home, paying for it out of pocket. But there is a cost for it, okay? And there's a cost for us to do it as well. It's not free, but it's completely legitimate, and it offers your customer to be able to chance to purchase the home at a reduced rate and lower payment to make it more affordable and more attractive and compel them to be able to purchase the home. So, and they don't have to pay the 7 points on their loan. A portion of that can be wrapped into the price of the home. So if you're selling a house for 700, now you take it to 720, and then the cost of that buy down is wrapped into the price. But it helps you to move your inventory, because people are concerned about what? Payment and cash to close. So if you can structure this with a lower interest rate and wrap their closing costs into the loan to reduce their out of pocket, then you've solved the problem for your customer, to help you to move your inventory and help them to be able to purchase the home. So that's the beauty of this builder forward deal. This will help you to move a ton of your inventory. We have so many builders right now that are super excited, that are signing up with us. So I wanted to come out there and talk about this because I thought it was an important topic to bring up. So if you're a builder, you're a developer, it doesn't matter how many homes you are, it doesn't matter what location. The only state we can't do this in is the state of New York. But if you're anywhere else in the country and you're trying to move your inventory, please reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you, because this is a great way to get rid of your properties. Again, a few things I wanted to just kind of break down, that you're committing your inventory to us as the end lender for your customer. There's usually a time horizon as far as how long you can commit that for. Like I mentioned, 6 months. So this isn't something that goes for years into the future. So the other thing is that this is a very high level overview. To get a specific quote for you with all the numbers, all the details, please, you can call or text my office, 832-431-6331. We will need a list of your inventory to quote you. And then from there, we can create a custom specific quote, let you know what the expenses are, the cost, the savings, what the interest rates are for that day. The other thing is also depends on what the rates are for that day, how long the commitment's going to be for. Some commitments vary depending on state, location, price of homes. Now, this is not for private lending. This is not for jumbo loans. This is for conventional loans and FHA loans. Okay. So I just want to make sure. So you're building in a price point between 300,000 to maybe $1 million, depending on the location. It's not for $2 or $3 million homes, and it's not for people for no documentation or private lending. So it's for conventional lending, FHA. If you're building in that price point and you have stuff that you need to sell now, this can help you to offload your inventory. So if you want more information, please give us a call about this. My name is Angelo Christian. You can reach out to my office at 832-431-6331. Please, there's also going to be In the links down below, the description, there's a PDF, and it has all the information about how this works. You can open that up. It goes into great detail, shows you the benefits of savings. And then if you'd like to meet with us to discuss it further, then we'd certainly like to talk to you to kind of go over it. So thank you so much for tuning in and watching the show with Angelo Christian. If you're a builder, developer, someone, please share this information out there with somebody that that's going to get benefit or add content to great value. So give us a call, 832-431-6331. Thank you so much.